O Cambly continua com a maior promoção do ano, 50% de desconto em qualquer plano anual, planos anuais a partir de R$ 65,00. Isso tudo vocês já cansaram de escutar. Eu quero falar um pouquinho sobre os diferenciais do Cambly. O que eu acho incrível, na verdade, o meu preferido de diferencial é que quando você tem uma aula no Cambly, logo depois você recebe a gravação dessa aula. Então, tudo aquilo que foi corrigido, você não precisa ficar correndo, anotando, sabe, na hora, perdendo tempo, entre aspas, de aula e tal. Você pode rever e aí sim você pode tomar as anotações e rever aquilo que você errou, que você precisa melhorar, quais são os próximos passos e tal. Outra coisa que eu também gosto muito é que você pode filtrar o tipo de conversa. Então, se você quer focar em business English, em vocabulário, em conversation, o que for, uma pessoa que seja da sua área, né, de atuação, você também pode. Então, o Cambly é muito bacana nisso. Ainda tá rolando a promoção até o dia 27 de novembro de 2020. Vale muito, muito a pena. Então, eu tô aqui para tentar dar um pouquinho mais de motivação para você aí do outro lado que ainda não se inscreveu. É só você ver aqui na descrição do nosso episódio o código direitinho, tá tudo explicadinho. Entra lá no site e aproveite. É um belo, belo presente para si mesmo. Presente de Natal, eu acho que esse ano tá merecendo demais isso. Então vamos lá, bora lá todo mundo falar inglês, hein?
Hello, hello, hey sweet people, welcome to another episode of Inglês no Rádio. My name is Foster, and as always, I am here with...
Alexia. Hello, Foster, how are you?
I am doing pretty well, to be honest. How are you?
Yes, I'm still trying to say rural. So for those who don't understand what I'm saying right now, please go back one episode and listen to the episode before this one. We are starting to talk about our vacation, and I wanted to say that we went to a place very rural, and it's one of the most difficult words in English to say rural.
It is very difficult. Honestly, I recommend just avoiding that word completely and saying we went to the countryside.
Yes, exactly. So today we are talking a little bit more about our vacation and how was it and how it was, And that's it. So welcome.
Welcome. So, Alexia, we are going to do a few episodes talking about our vacation, but I think the first thing that a lot of our listeners are probably thinking about is, okay, why are they on vacation during a pandemic? So I think we need to explain a little bit.
First of all, why are you guys going out of the apartment during pandemic? That's the most important part.
Yes. So I think we need to justify what we are doing and also kind of talk about our experience of traveling during a pandemic.
Yeah. So, as you all know, the pandemic is still here, right?
Yeah, it's not getting much better.
No. Here in Portugal, we just restarted our state of emergency. So, before that, we were during the state of contingência.
Mm-hmm. A state of contingency.
Yes, which it was okay to drive around Portugal and travel a little bit, but you would still have to follow some norms. Algumas normas.
Yeah, guidelines.
A guideline, comportamental guidelines.
Comportamento.
So gringo.
Yeah, you could say comportamental. We don't really say that. Behavioral guidelines. Yeah, the normal social distancing, wear a mask when you're in public.
Wash your hands.
Yeah, all the normal pandemic stuff that we are all very, very used to now.
Yes, so we decided to go to the countryside, to an extremely, extremely small village where I don't think that there are any cases of COVID there. Like, it's almost impossible.
Yeah, there's like 50 people that live in this town. They're all extremely old, so very vulnerable population, but we are not like talking to anyone.
No.
We I think fortunately for us, we really enjoy being in nature. We enjoy taking some time away from the city. And yeah, so that was the idea, was to rent a small little house in the middle of nowhere in Portugal where we could rest, relax, and also take our first vacation with Buddy, our dog.
Yes.
So he could release some energy.
Yes, exactly. So we decided to visit places that during summer are packed. Like you couldn't even walk around the city and the hiking trails.
Can you translate the word packed for me?
Lotado.
Yeah. So you could say crowded, but packed is almost another level of crowded, like very, very crowded.
Yes. So we went to places that are very touristy during summer.
Yeah, I would not say very touristy, but perhaps popular tourist destinations for people in Portugal.
Yeah. And when we went, there was no one there. So we also choose the time of the vacation. Like we didn't
In the past, we chose.
In the past, we chose the time to take vacations.
Exactly. So to choose, this is an irregular verb in the present, to choose. Like, I am choosing to eat this pizza. But yesterday, I chose.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. So during October, it's kind of the rainy season in the north of Portugal. No one's traveling to these places. We knew that not many people would be there, and it was my birthday.
It was your birthday and our 5-year anniversary.
Exactly.
Yes. So it was a perfect timing to go. And we were very lucky because when I say that no one was there, is because no one was there. And it was very interesting because I posted some stories on my personal Instagram account, and one of my friends who lives in Lisbon, she went to these places during summer, and she was like, Alexia, it's a completely different scenery. Like I couldn't walk at this place, and that place was extremely packed. We couldn't find a place to have lunch.
I believe you want to say a completely different scenario. There we go. Yeah. So, Alexia, how was it for us to travel during a pandemic? Because for me, it was a little bit strange, kind of a surreal experience. Because when we were in the mountains, not really seeing anyone, it was almost like the pandemic did not exist. And then when we would get in the car to go on a hike or something, we put on our mask, and it's like just a dose of reality.
Yeah, and it was very sad to see like a lot of restaurants and stores, and especially from the small towns, close or no one was there. And it's a very sad situation. So okay, we went to this countryside house, and we were far away from any news, and we were relaxing, and then reality would like say hello, pandemic's still here, you can't get out of the car without a mask.
Yeah, but I think an important lesson that I learned during this last vacation, when we were on vacation, we had moments of peace. Like, okay, there's a pandemic, but right now we're not thinking about it. We're just in the mountains with our dog. Everything's fine. And after returning, I've kind of recognized, we can recreate those moments of calm and peace. Because right now, when we are in our apartment, we're safe. Everything's fine. We don't need to freak out and be anxious 24 hours of the day. Of course, when we leave our apartment, we need to take a lot of precautions, and it's very obvious there is still a global pandemic occurring throughout the world. But it gave me a little bit of perspective about mentally and kind of spiritually how we can deal with these situations.
Yes. And I think that, I'm pretty sure that not all of the people who are listening to us right now wears a mask or...
Not all people wear a mask.
Yeah. Não, nem todas as pessoas que estão escutando a gente agora estão usando máscara no dia a dia.
Yeah. So the way I would say this most naturally in English, not everyone listening to us wears a mask.
Yes. Or are not going to restaurants or bars or not meeting friends. We are doing all of this. We are not going out. We are not going to inside of restaurants. When we go outside to eat, when we go out to eat, we stay outside, and we are wearing masks every time that we step out of the apartment. We are following all the rules. So for us, during vacation, I think that it reminded me of how...
It reminded me?
It reminded me of how life is so weird right now.
Life is very weird right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so naturally we are trying to be as responsible as possible during the pandemic. And I think before we end this episode, Alexia, I think it's necessary to suggest, perhaps, to recommend. I don't think I would recommend going on vacation during a pandemic to like normal vacation spots. The only thing I would recommend is if you have a place in nature that is predominantly outdoors, relatively close to where you live, where maybe you can drive for an hour and spend a weekend in nature, that's a fantastic idea.
That's perfect.
But
yes.
Going to Ibiza or something like that, let's probably wait a little while and see what happens.
Yes. Patient, my friends. Patient.
Patience.
Patience.
Yes.
And patience as well.
Yes. Okay, so I think that's a good place to end it today, Alexia. Tomorrow we will be back talking about something that I really want to talk about our vacation. And until then, as always, keep up the good fight.
And lose well. Bye! Muito obrigada por ter escutado mais um episódio aqui do Inglês de Necro Rádio. É muito bom ter você juntinho assim de nós. Faz muito, muito carinho no nosso coração, digamos assim. Então você que está interessado em saber mais sobre os nossos produtos e saber mais sobre a gente, o que a gente oferece para vocês em relação a estudo, a challenge, a curso, vá lá no inglesdenecro.com e você pode ver mais sobre as worksheets, por exemplo.
Yeah. If you want to really improve your English, if you want to learn more about the ways you can do that and just connect with us on a deeper level, go to inglesdenecro.com. And as always, keep up the good fight.
And lose well.
See you guys tomorrow.
Bye.